The skies above Washington, D.C. turned tragic last night. A PSA Airlines plane and a Sikorsky helicopter collided in mid-air. The collision occurred over the Potomac River, sending both aircraft plunging into the icy waters below. It is a scene of unimaginable devastation. Rescue crews are working tirelessly, but the situation remains dire. The crash occurred around 9 p.m. local time on Tuesday, January 29, 2025. The impact sent shockwaves through the surrounding area, with many witnesses reporting a loud boom followed by a plume of smoke rising from the river. Debris from the wreckage, including luggage and personal belongings, was scattered across a wide area. The Coast Guard and other agencies immediately responded, launching a desperate search and rescue operation. The frigid waters of the Potomac River, with temperatures hovering between 33 and 36 degrees Fahrenheit, are hampering rescue efforts. Hypothermia sets in quickly under such conditions, making every minute critical for any potential survivors. Divers are battling poor visibility and strong currents as they search for victims amidst the submerged wreckage. Time is of the essence, but the challenging conditions are making it difficult for rescue workers. The darkness of night initially hindered the search. Powerful spotlights were brought in to illuminate the crash site. Even with the added light, locating victims and extracting them from the wreckage is a slow and painstaking process. Adding to the complexity, the Potomac River is heavily trafficked and has varying depths and currents. This makes navigation difficult for rescue boats and divers alike. The wreckage itself poses additional risks, with sharp metal debris and potential fuel leaks threatening the safety of rescue personnel. Despite the harrowing circumstances, rescue workers remain committed to their mission, working tirelessly throughout the night and into the day. The cold, unforgiving water makes survival unlikely for anyone who may have survived the initial impact. However, hope remains that some passengers may have found pockets of air within the wreckage. Rescue teams are using sonar equipment and underwater cameras to locate any signs of life. The families of those on board wait anxiously for news, clinging to the slimmest chance of a miracle. American Airlines Flight 5342, operated by PSA Airlines, was en route from Wichita, Kansas to Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport when tragedy struck. The Bombardier CRJ-700, a regional jet commonly used for short-haul flights, was carrying 64 people, including 59 passengers and 5 crew members. The flight had been routine until its final approach, when air traffic control lost contact with the aircraft. The Sikorsky H-60 Black Hawk helicopter involved in the collision was not immediately identified. The purpose of the helicopter's flight and its intended destination remain unclear. The helicopter is believed to have had 3 individuals on board at the time of the crash. This horrific accident evokes memories of past aviation tragedies, particularly the 2009 crash of Colgan Air Flight 3407. That flight, also a Bombardier Dash 8 Q400, crashed into a house near Buffalo, New York, killing all 49 people on board and 1 person on the ground. The Colgan air crash led to sweeping changes in aviation safety regulations, including increased pilot training requirements. Dan DePodwin, Senior Director of Forecasting Operations at AccuWeather, drew parallels between the 2 incidents, noting the eerily similar circumstances of both crashes occurring in cold weather conditions near major airports. He emphasized the crucial role weather plays in aviation safety, especially during critical phases of flight like takeoff and landing. While weather is not believed to have been a factor in last night's collision, DePodwin stressed the importance of ongoing vigilance and adherence to safety protocols in all aspects of air travel. As dawn breaks over the nation's capital, the full scope of the tragedy is still unfolding. The investigation into the cause of the collision is in its early stages. The National Transportation Safety Board has dispatched a team of investigators to the scene. They will be tasked with determining the chain of events that led to this catastrophic event. Recovery efforts continue, with divers working tirelessly to locate victims and recover debris. The process is expected to be lengthy and complex, as investigators work to piece together what happened in the moments leading up to the crash. The black boxes from both aircraft, which contain flight data and cockpit voice recordings, will be crucial in understanding the factors that contributed to the collision. Amidst the devastation, there are glimmers of hope. While the chances of finding survivors are slim, the dedication of the rescue teams remains unwavering. They know that every second counts and are determined to bring closure to the families of those lost in this unimaginable tragedy.